So, we're talking about the Lorax today. Uh, I went and saw it last night, and I love animated movies. I think they are brilliant these days. They never looked like that when I was younger. But I'd never read the story of the Lorax, and so I wasn't really sure what to expect when I went in. But I was pretty surprised, and I really did love it. They, of course, as always, the animation and their characters are very quirky, very Dr. Seuss, and they did a great job. Visually, it was wonderful. I did like the voices. They were very, they had Betty White, which I love, as the grandma, and she is yet to stop doing what she loves, and she's just great at it. And even in her age, she's just been doing this forever, and she's great at it. And so I loved her, and the other characters were all good as well. One thing that I did love was the story of the relationship with the boy and his family, because it shows that not every family is perfect, and but that's not in the story of the Lorax, so it was something a little different. I did I was a little confused on what if I wasn't sure if they were trying to be a go green commercialism type movie, or if that's what the story was really about, because I'd never heard it. Because it's all about, how big business is terrible, and we have to save the trees, and so I was like, okay, is this what the story is really about, or did they change it to promote going green? However, I was able to read the story of the Lorax later, and it was indeed what the story was about. So, I think they did a good job. They had some weird musical number with the guy becoming greedy and power hungry, I guess you could say. And so that was a little bit odd, but they did have some nice little at the beginning, these really fun little funky songs. It kind of reminded me of when they did How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, which I love that movie. So it has its own little, very much so Dr. Seuss quirkiness, but if you're going to go see it, read the story to your children first. It is about, saving the planet and, being good to our planet, because that is very important, but it's the main point of that story is that little quote at the end that says, unless someone cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to change. It's not. Which is the whole point. It doesn't matter if it's about saving the trees or saving the planet or recycling or anything like that. It's just about you and who you are, and it can be about anything, changing a career or changing how you think about people or anything. It's a very universal idea, and that, I think, was what Dr. Seuss really wanted to get across in that story. But it was great, and I loved it. It was very quirky. It was very cute. If you haven't seen Despicable Me, I would suggest to go see it first before you go and see the Lorax. It does have these little fun little hidden references to Despicable Me, because it was directed by the same guy who did Despicable Me, which I loved that one as well. That's a different story, but it was also a little different. But I did love it. Again, animation, as always, is just amazing. They always do something new. The little details that they put into these are amazing, and you just never know what they're gonna surprise you with. And so I did love it. Wonderful voices, the characters, character development, kind of some funky little songs, but it was very good. I love it, and I would definitely suggest it to others. I would just say that you should read the story to your children before you actually go and see it.